Hello students, I am Dimple Tyagi, your English teacher. Today I am going to summarize you poem What is this game? It is written by the famous writer Javed Akhtar. Javed Akhtar is an Indian poet, lyricist and screenwriter. As a poet, he is best known for his collection of poems in Urdu titled Lava, for which he received prestigious Sahitya Akademi Award in 2013. He was the recipient of the Padma Shri and in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2007. My opponent has made a move and now awaits mine. But for a long time I stare at the black and white pieces that sit on the white and black squares, and I wonder, what are these pieces? Through these lines, the poet says that he is playing a game of chess. His opponent has made a move and is waiting for him to make his. But instead of thinking about the move, the poet has been staring at the chess pieces and wondering what they really are. Now, take a look to the paragraph second. If I were to assume that these pieces are no more than wooden toys, then what is the point in victory or defeat? Neither is this necessary nor is that important. If there is no pleasure in a win nor sorrow in a loss, then what is this game? Through these lines, the poet says that if he considered them as mere wooden toys, then losing or winning the game made no sense. It is neither necessary nor important to play such a game. If the players do not feel pleasure in a win or sorrow in a loss, then what sort of a game is this? Let's come to the next part of the poem. I think if I must play, then I should convince myself that these pieces are indeed king and queen, that these are real foot soldiers, and arrayed before them is the enemy army which plans and intends to destroy me. But if I were to make myself believe this, then I think this is no longer a mere game. This is a war that must be won, a war in which all is fair. It is as if somebody says to me, this is a war and a game too. This is a war, but one between players, a game, but one like a war. Through these lines, the poet wants to say, if he has to play, he needs to make himself believe that the pieces are indeed flesh and blood, king, queen, and foot soldiers. All the pieces are real. He also needs to believe that the enemy army waiting in front of them wants to destroy him. But if he believes that to be the truth, then it no longer remains a game. It turns into a war which must be won using every means, fair or unfair. It is as someone if someone told him that it is both a war and a game, a war but one between players, a game that feels like a war. Let's come to the next paragraph. I ask myself, this game, why does it have such a rule that no matter what happens to any of the pieces, the one that is king must be protected from harm at all times? That only queen has the freedom to move in any direction it wants. In these lines, the poet asks himself why this game has unfair rules. Like, no matter what happened to any other pieces, the king must always be kept out of danger. The queen can move in any direction. Now take a look to the last paragraph. I wonder, this game, why does it have such a rule that once a pawn leaves home, it can never return? I wonder, if this is the rule, then what are rules? If this is a game, then what is this game? I have been wrestling with these questions for a long time. Meanwhile, my opponent has made a move and await mine. In these lines, the poet says that the pawn can never return once it leaves its home. The poet wonders, if these are the rules, should they be treated as rules and obeyed? If this is a game, what sort of a biased game is this? While he tries to deal with these difficult problems, his opponents wait for him to make a move. Thank you.